Okay, listen, pay attention, Africa. You see, the government of Nigeria have come out to say there is no going back to tax reform. There is no going back to tax reform. That is, Nigerians must pay in January 1st. There is no listening to anyone. There is no reversal. There is no pausing. You must pay. You see, pay attention. Let me tell you something very profound so you can understand. You see, I knew it would get to this. You know why? Because it is not only your government in Nigeria that is waiting for you to pay this tax in January. Paris is waiting. France is waiting. Remember, your government signed a memorandum of understanding with French tax authority. Do you understand? So, it is not only your politicians right now. It has gone beyond just your political class. It has gone beyond just your politicians. If it was just your politicians, they might pretend to reconsider. They might have a shifted ground. But right now, an external interest is involved. And whenever an external interest is involved, changing direction is usually difficult. Very, very difficult. So when your government comes out to tell you there is no going back to tax reform, you must pay in January 1st. What they are telling you is that we are already committed. And right now, we want you to be committed to what? To silence. To what? To acceptance. To what? To suffering. But you need to understand something. Real power does not lie in government houses. No. The power to change powerful institutions do not lie on the institutions themselves. The power to change powerful institutions lie among the people. That is what you need to understand. You see, what the government is playing on you is psychology. Psychology of inevitability. Psychology of helplessness. A psychology that says, hey, this decision is final and your resistance is useless. It is something we have seen before. It is an old trick in governance. Yes, old trick in governance. But the good thing is that history has always defeated this old trick again, and again. In 1929, the colonial masters in your country, Nigeria, looked at their bar women and said they must pay tax. They said that it is decision. It is a final decision. It is policy. It is authority. But their bar women looked at them and said something louder. Their bar women said, we refuse. We organize. We resist. And at the end of the day, history remembers their bar women and not what? The policy. Do you understand? That is what you must know. So when your government tells you that it's not going back, this policy must stand. It is not a confession of strength. It is a confession of fear. Fear that you might remember who you are. Fear that you might remember the Aba women of 1929. Fear that you might remember that nations change when the people refuse to comply to injustice. Do you understand? That is what they are doing. They are testing your morale. They are testing your memory. They are testing your patience and they are testing your courage. So right now, the question is not about tax reform. The question is, will Nigerians accept inevitability or will Nigerians make history? And I, your modern day time choir, I am urging you to make history. By doing what? By doing the Aba women. The Aba women is not a bad thing. Aba women did not carry out a riot. No, I am not telling you to do riot. No, I'm telling you to do the Aba women. Because you see, the colonial masters wanted to discredit the Aba women and called it the Aba women riot. Aba women did not carry out a riot. No, they didn't destroy anyone's property. Their weapon was their voice and their collective effort. So it is not Aba women riot. It is Aba women protest. Protest is your constitutional right. Do not be scared. You must do the Aba women of 1929. Remember, the question is not about tax reform. It is, will you accept inevitability or will you make history? I urge you to make history, Nigerians. I love you and I care about you. Because if you do this, you will pay through your nose. Africa, do not pay through your nose. Because if snake do not do what makes it a snake, women will use it and tie firewood. Do not let them use you to tie firewood. Africa, wisdom is the principal thing.